So, if y'all remember, a few weeks ago, I mentioned that I went to the Casey County Public Library and picked up this tiny art show kit. And, well, inside the kit, there were 2 paintbrushes and a palette of paint. I challenged myself to not use anything other than the paint that they gave me. We could use our own materials, which I did use some of my own materials. Well, they weren't my materials. See, here, let me explain. You want to see my finished art piece? Click right here. So if you know me, you know I'm a procrastinator. That sounds good. I'm a crowprastinator. That is a new word for my Squaldo lexicon. Crowprastinator. I have a tendency to think that if I procrastinate and wait till the last minute, I'll exhaust every bit of pure energy to make something come alive. Today, I did this little art piece. As you know, it's been icy outside, and there is ice over all of the branches in the trees. And I was just waiting for a moment when the sun peeked through the clouds so that I can go and take pictures of all those sparkly things. So that's exactly what I did today. Today was a beautiful day. It was beautiful, overcast skies this afternoon with pure crystal clear skies and that sun peeking through and just waving across the land and the trees, just causing all of that ice to glisten. The inspiration behind my piece of art. I needed to somehow get those colors from that color palette. Just so happened that one of the filters in the camera studio app that I have for my phone came up with this. So that is exactly a perfect match for me to be challenged with these paint colors. All 6 of them. And that's it. That's what I used. So without further ado, this is the piece I created for the tiny art show at Casey County Public Library. About the edges. These edges are very special. Do you think you might know what they are? The title of my piece of art is called Ugly Little Angels. Yeah, by me, Ryan Michelson Bruzan. Well, there's a story. Maybe later. But for now, this one. As many of you know, last year we did this thing for the first time. We got chickens. Rhode Island Reds, to be exact. And along with those Rhode Island Reds, we got a batch of guineas. Little baby guineas. Those little things are so skittish. They don't like being touched or picked up. They don't like it at all. Anyway, over the year, I started to collect feathers from our Rhode Island Red roosters and some of the Rhode Island Red hens, and then from some of the guineas. Beautiful white guinea. We had a beautiful white guinea, a couple of them as a matter of fact. And this is what one of the feathers looks like. And that's what I used to put around my little piece of art. Those guineas, yeah, they're loud. Some people don't like them because they're loud, and they are annoying. And here recently, our latest batch, they like to sit on the carpet right outside the door, and those little poopers. Anyway, our first 2 batches of guineas were just completely decimated by some greedy little predator out there, and it was very devastating. So these feathers are from the first flock of guineas that we had, and the title of my art piece is called Ugly Little Angels, because those birds are the most playful, angelic birds. Ugly, nonetheless. You ever seen them? You can't tell me this ain't ugly. But they're ugly little angels. So today I went and took a picture of that birdhouse that Loxy made with the sun in the background and the clouds and the beautiful, beautiful landscape around me. And this is what I came up with a little guinea feather border. Now, of course, they're a little too big to fit in the birdhouse, but